Yeah, Pak Siro, can we start, Pak? Yeah. Mm. Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for everyone. Welcome to our virtual info sessions, in particular for Faculty of Social Science. For your informations, that our main campus is located in Depok City. So it's around 30 kilometers in southern Jakarta. So today I'm here, Ari, as your host for today's sessions. And also joining me in another part with we have Pak Sirojudin Arif as head of MA in political science. And also we have Pak Jayadi Hanan as head of PhD in political science. And uh, actually, we also have Pak Sony, the headmaster in public policy, but unfortunately, he unable to join us today because something urgent has coming up from his activities. I also saw here Philip, the dean of the Faculty of Social Science. And we have also Mbak Sarah, representative from the faculty staff. And we have also Salsabila Saja Azahra as the student from social science. And I hope that during this initiation, you learn about our faculty program or other activity during your study here at IIIU. So the purpose of this session is essentially to provide a lot of information that will be helpful throughout your application process at IIIU. And we hope that this info session will be valuable in helping you to make the decisions of which program you are interested in, as well as your academic goals here at IIIU, especially in the Faculty of Social Science. So anyway, for your informations, this info session will take around 1 hour. So please, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to ask in the chat box below. Or even if you want to ask directly to us, just raise by clicking the raise hand button on your screen. But before that, allow me also to share with you all about our session today. This session will be divided into 3 segments. So the first segment will be the presentations, following with the Q&A, and the last will be closing sessions. Well, without further ado, I will ask a representative from the master program in political science. Here we have Sirojudin Arif. So please, time is yours, Pak.
Thank you, Mas Hari, and thank you for all the participants. Good morning, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yeah, it's clear, Pak.
Okay, good. So today, let me read you the overview of the program, MA in Political Science. I'll try to be brief so we can have more time for discussion if you have some questions from my presentation or other thing that you think is relevant to your interest. So first of all, once again, thank you very much for your interest in our program in attending this session. Okay, let me share my screen so I can show you more clearly the content of our program. Okay, so first of all, when we develop this program, we put the program in the context of the increasing globalization that affect the Muslim world. So there are many changes in terms of the openness, in terms of the trade, in terms of the political interaction, and many other side of globalization. So we would like to put the program, what we study, what kind of research we do, what we discuss in the program in the context of how Muslim societies deal with these processes. One of the key elements is how the entanglement of politics and society and religion in the societies, despite some claim that globalization will lead to secularization or the reduction of the role of religion in the public life, but we still see active role of religious organization, religious people in public life. So that's one of the component that we would like to study throughout the program. So MA in political science, we have a vision of to be a center of excellence for innovative teaching and research on politics. So it is not only about the Muslim society, but in general, it's not only about religion and politics, but we would like to study politics in Muslim society in general, which include many other things other than religion. We have three general missions, providing world-class education and training in political science, conducting cutting-edge research on important social, political, and strategic issues facing the world and Muslim state and societies, and contributing innovative thought to policymaking on strategic social and political issues facing the world and Muslim state and societies. So in MA in political science, we have four specific objectives. One, we would like to offer rigorous academic training in social science and research methodology. Second, we would like to provide distinctive research programs that combine rich understanding of social political transformation of Muslim societies, but also research methodology. And the third, we would like to produce and disseminate cutting-edge research on Muslim politics. And finally, we would like to build a vibrant community committed to address the current problems, current issues faced by our society. Not only in religion, but also in other socio and political issues. So with this context, with this mission and goal, there are four elements in our program. One is rigorous training in political science research methodology. Second is critical reimagination of Muslim politics and societies, given the globalization, given the political changes that shape our society today. The third element is empirical as well as theoretical works on the complexity of political processes and interaction that shape both political as well as international dimensions of politics. And finally, we promote open and critical exchanges of views, perspective, as well as other opinions regarding the problem that we are facing today. So we have for those interested in the program, we would like to make sure that we achieve this goal. This is what we call as program learning outcomes. So upon the completion of the programs, the student will have the competence to do these following things. One is to compare and contrast major concepts, approaches, and theories of political change. The second one is to analyze contemporary global problems and how they affect domestic, political, or socio-economic issues, or vice versa. The third one is evaluate the development of political or socio-economic institutions and processes in the Muslim world. Number four, the student will be able to critically assess political solution to pressing political or socio-economic problem in Muslim societies. Number five, they will be able also to develop theoretically informed research design that address pertinent socio-political problems affecting Muslim society. And finally, they will be able to communicate the result of the research in terms of orally as well as in paper. So this is the visually, this is the design of our program. That overall it will consist of four elements. One is the major subfield, and the second is minor subfield. And then they will have research methodology, and finally original research. So in our program, we have two subfields. One is comparative politics, the second is international relations. So students will choose from these two subjects. One is the major, but the design of our program will require students to be able to be conversant in all these programs. So depending on the interest, some students might choose comparative politics as the first in the first subfield, while international relations in the second subfield. But again, all of the students will learn all of these two subjects. So the structure of the program consists of 4 semesters, and the student will have to complete at least 45 credit. And this 45 credit will consist of the following. One is consists of 3 major elements. One is the foundation and scope and method, which includes scope and political science, comparative politics theory, international relation theory, qualitative and comparative risk method, and then you will have core and elective courses. There, in general, there will be 15 credit. So it will be 5 core and elective courses that you will have to take, and one is a proposal. And finally, MA thesis, which is 6 credit. So here is the core and elective courses. So if for those taking comparative politics as the first major, the choice will be religion and democracy and development, electoral and political competition in Muslim societies, identity and democratic citizenship, contemporary issues in democracy and authoritarianism, contentious politics and social movement in the Muslim world, political religion in Southeast Asia, comparative political economy, and Islam, the state, and politics in Indonesia. And those taking these are the elective and the core choices: Muslim world and global affairs, international security and strategic studies, international organization and global governance, technological advancement and global competition, comparative foreign policy analysis, cooperation and conflict in the Muslim world, international relations in the Indian Ocean, and Indonesia strategic policy analysis. So you will have 4 semesters throughout your study within the program. And here is the division if you would like to go into detail. In the first year, so you will study these elements, including foundation scope and some core and elective courses and 1 university course. And then in the year 2, you will do the remaining of the courses, 9 credits for the core and elective, and then MA and thesis proposal defense in the first semester, and finally MA thesis in the 4th semester. So other than the academic activities in the classroom, which consists of these courses, we at the Faculty of Social Sciences also provide some other activities. One is we have what we call as Center of Muslim Politics and World Society, or we call it. So this is research group, which has some classes, but the core of the research group is on Muslim politics and world society. We also have some publication, especially we have a journal, Muslim Politics Review. We also have composed working paper series. And to add the strength of our training in political methodology, we have summer training. The training will give not only quantitative, but also qualitative research method. And finally, we have in which we invite some scholars to discuss their current research. So here are some the activities conducted our faculty as well as students. So our faculty members are very active in publishing and conferences. So these are the long list of the journal in which they have published their article. This include among others ASEAN Politics and Policy, ASEAN Studies Review, ASEAN Survey, and other. We may discuss later if you have some question about this. And our faculty members are also active in attending conferences. So these are among the list of the conferences, not only in Indonesia, but also outside of. And the activities in terms of the publication and conferences are not attended only by our faculty members, but also by students. So this are the list of the journal publication by our students and the conferences by our students. So I think that's all. The overview of the program. If you have questions, please feel free later on in the question and answer session. Thank you, Mas Ari.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sirojudin, for the great informations. So after this, we jump into the next presentation from Pak Jayadi as head of PhD in political science. So please, Pak, the screen is yours.
All right. Thank you, Mas Ari. Good morning, good afternoon, maybe also good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Mas Ari, for giving me opportunity to continue what Pak Siro has mentioned. Basically, PhD in political science program, in terms of the general theme, the general objective, and also the general background are similar to the MA program, but the main objective of PhD program is much deeper and also the journey of PhD student in PhD program is much longer compared to MA. Here are some of the information about PhD in political science in the Indonesian International Islamic University, or UIII. First of all, I just want to convey to you some of these reasons why I think you would like to study PhD in political science at our university. Number one, I think the reason is that our program is providing you with international academic environment. Examples is that our professors are all internationally trained. Our professors consist of Indonesians, but also foreigners, but all of them are internationally trained in the best and reputable universities around the world. Besides that, the international academic environment also filled with international students, also from around the world. You will find the students in UIII coming from Europe, Africa, South Asia, Southeast Asia, and others, Middle East, and so on and so forth. So both professors and also students are international, as well as, of course, from Indonesia. Number two, I think the reason why you might want to study in our university is about the location. UIII is located in Indonesia, which is actually one of the largest research sites and also laboratories for political science development. And then the second reason is that why being located in Indonesia is important, because Indonesia is the largest Muslim society in the Islamic world. As Pak Siro has mentioned, that position as the largest Muslim society in the Islamic world would provide you with a lot of advantages, particularly when you are interested in learning about the connection between religion and politics, particularly between Islam and politics. And then the third reason that you might want to study at UIII is that here you will be trained rigorously, as Pak Siro also has mentioned. You will be trained rigorously with the cutting-edge instruments and knowledge, both substantive and methods in political science. And last but not least, the reason is that we provide scholarship, which is given on a competitive basis. So to be eligible for the scholarship, you have to compete for that. So those are some of the reasons why studying PhD in political science at UIII might be interesting and also important for you. As to the program, PhD in political science, as I mentioned, is basically the continuation of the MA program with different objectives. Here, our objective is our program is designed to produce scholars who are capable of conducting independent and original research about the political dynamics, particularly a Muslim state and Muslim societies, but political dynamics in societies in general. So the graduates of PhD in political science program are expected to have excellent substantive and theoretical knowledge of political institutions and also processes in the Muslim world, and demonstrate an excellent command of research skill required to produce independent and original research in the subject areas of their scholarly interests. The learning outcome, there are 7. Number 1 is we expect that the graduates will have a conceptual understanding in political science, and then they also will be familiar with and then have a mastery of global context related to global issues, which is related also to domestic political and socio-economic structures. Besides that, the other outcome is that our student will have the regional expertise, particularly with regard to the dynamics of social and political institutions, and also political dynamics in general in the Muslim world. Another outcome is problem solving, meaning that the graduate of our PhD program will be able to critically assess the solutions to many important political problems or even socio-economic problem in general, which is being faced by the Muslim society in general or the societies beyond Muslim societies. The other outcome is that our graduate will have research proficiency, in which the student will be the graduates will be able to conduct the research with to conduct the research skillfully based on the current method and also theoretical knowledge that are needed in doing the research. And of course, because of that, then the graduates will be able to do independent research, both in a team, but also as an individual. And we also expect and teach our students to have effective communications, scholarly effective communications. For instance, our graduates will be able to produce scholarly articles or research article, which will be disseminated into the academic world outside of the universities. So those are the learning outcome. The degree requirement for being a PhD is at least 54 credit hours, and that credits include foundation and scope, dissertation coursework, research method, academic writing, and PhD dissertation submissions. So basically, if you look at this, our PhD program is based on coursework before they conduct their research for their dissertation. The course structure, as I have mentioned, the basic structure of the course is consisting of foundation, scope, and method, and then core and elective courses, and then, of course, PhD dissertations, and also then dissertation journey, which include around 24 credit hours in our program. The graduate political science program, PhD political science program, basically because of their mastery of theoretical and empirical foundations of the knowledge and also the method in political science, so they can be having career after graduating as a scholars, as a researchers, as an academia, but also in other field like international organizations, being a diplomat, or working for international journalism and other sectors. So those are the career path that is possible for our graduates from political science PhD program. Just like in MA program, the fields of study in PhD consists of 2 subfields. comparative politics and international relations. Students might want to choose one of these as the major, and the other one will be as the minor: comparative politics and also international relations. In some cases, in some courses will require both the students of comparative politics and also international relations to get the courses as a mandatory courses. This is the examples of the breakdown of the course requirement for PhD. These are some of the foundation, scope, and method courses. And then mandatory courses from the university, there is one course. And then core dissertation course consisting of substantive course. And in this case, particularly comparative electoral and political competition in Muslim societies. And then in writing your dissertation, you need to be supported by some courses that you have to take. And here are some elective courses for supporting your dissertation research and writing. We can go further, more detail if you are interested in discussing more about these elective dissertation courses. Here are in general the sequence of a PhD program in our PhD political science. So semester 1, you will have coursework. Continue with the coursework in semester 2. In semester 3, you will have 1 or 2 more classes, plus dissertation proposal, and also then qualifying exam. After you pass dissertation proposal defense, then you will start writing your dissertations from semester 4 all the way to semester 8. So in general, as you can see, the PhD program in political science in our university is designed to be a 4-year program or an 8 semesters program. In 8 semesters, you have to finish and get your degree as a PhD holder. And for dissertations, this is the stages that you have to follow, or the stages that you have to pass until you got your PhD. It will start with dissertation proposal writing and workshop. This will be in the class, meant to be an assistant for you as a student about writing more proper and better, not only proposal, but also later on the dissertation itself. And then it will also be followed by the qualifying exam in, as I mentioned, in semester 3, and then continue with dissertation proposal defense, which is also worth 3 credit. After you defend your proposal, dissertation proposal, then it will be continued with the dissertation research and writing. In writing your dissertation, you will be guided by the so-called dissertation committee. After you conduct your research for your dissertations, then we will have another oral defense, which will examine the findings of your research. After this, then you will have to revise and continue your research. Then after a while, when the time comes, then the findings will be also examined in the second research finding examinations. If you pass the second research finding examinations, then you will have open dissertation examinations by the end of semester 7 or early semester 8. Those are particularly for the PhD dissertation journey. So we expect that our program will be completed, will be finished by 8 semesters. And we are strictly also expecting that particularly those who are under scholarship to finish in this 4 years time frame. However, of course, in certain circumstances, an extension for PhD coursework can be granted with, of course, careful and meticulous examination. So if you are one of those students, then you are allowed to finish your PhD up to 6 years or 12 semesters for completion. However, again, I would like to emphasize that for those who are under scholarship, the scholarship benefit will only last only for 4 years. Therefore, we expect that if you are under scholarships in our program, you have to finish or you have to complete your PhD by the fourth year of the program. As MA as in MA program presentations conducted by Pak Siro, the life of PhD students in Triple IU is also not only about going in and going out of the class or meeting in and meeting out of the professors, but also some other activities, both academic related and also not so academic related. I would like to reiterate the activities that have been mentioned by the chair of the head of the MA program, Pak Siro. We have also research groups, research fellowship, and we also have activities in terms of publications. You can you can publish your articles in Muslim Politics Review or others. We also have a lot of seminars and conferences, which, for instance, we have Brownback Seminar Series, Muslim Politics Annual Conferences, and also research workshop. And just like in MA program, PhD students in our PhD program can also participate, register in summer training and qualitative and quantitative methods, which is conducted annually here in our campus in cooperation with other universities and also other organizations or institute outside of the universities. Besides that, you will also have activities for professional development, like enhancing your soft skill and so also hard skill as a human and also as a student who will be graduating from the universities. And also there are activities related to social engagements, both inside the universities and also with outside the universities, particularly the societies around our environment in campus. And of course, there are some other activities that can be conducted beyond the classrooms, including the physical exercise, sports, and so on and so forth. That's all from me as a matter of introducing you to the program of PhD in Political Science at the Faculty of Social Science in the University, the Indonesian International Islam University. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pak Jayadi, for your sharing. We will have also great student here. We have Mbak Salsabila or Chacha. Is it right? Chacha, are you there?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Chacha will share with us her experience during study at Triple IU, especially in the Faculty of Political Science. Okay, Chacha, the time is yours.
Okay, let me share.
Ngapain ini? Sedang itu sedang minat.
Is it shown on the screen?
Not yet.
Is it now shown? Is it shown?
Yeah, it's clear, Chacha.
Okay. Thank you very much for the time. So First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsa Bleshada Zahra. Currently, I am pursuing my master degree as a student in UIII. So in this session, I would like to share my student life experiences in UIII. So these are the reasons why I choose UIIU. Long story short, I found the information of UIIU during my undergraduate thesis. And these are some of the reasons why I choose UIIU. And because first, UIIU is an international university which designed as a future campus for Islamic studies and research in Indonesia as a largest Muslim population in the world. And with that, I believe that IIIU can be a bridge for me, for us who have a passion, who have a plan to pursuing a master degree to study abroad. And this is also the scholarship benefits. This campus provides a lot of scholarship benefits for us and a lot of facilities. We got fully funded scholarship. Master degree is for 2 years, and for PhD is for 4 years. And we got also early settlement allowance and for the first arrival in dormitory. And we got monthly living allowance and also book allowance per semester. There is also health insurance and thesis research allowance. And also, this campus is using international-based curriculum and during the course study, and they also provide student apartment for us, the student, but it's not mandatory. If you need the apartment, you can register, and also you don't need to worry if you don't have any vehicles such as motorcycle or car, because we will get bicycle later on to rent, and they also provide a shuttle to pick up the student to going to campus and also going back to the dormitory. And also there's also student room, so you don't need to go to the cafe if you want to do your assignments or studying. And these are the chances and the challenges that I faced during my master degree in UIIU. So first, let's go to the challenges first. So I believe that master degree is really draw a big difference with undergraduate program. And in here, we are required to write a lot of paper and read a lot of paper weekly, and there's a bunch deadlines, but don't worry, you will get to use it. And the distance, like the dorm distance to the campus distance is a little bit far, but no need to worry, because as I said before, there is shuttle and also bicycle. And because in here we have to be really independent as a student who study and far from home, so we have to balancing our student life. But however, we also have a lot of chances to gain a lot of opportunities as a student here. Like for example, since we always got a lot of assignments which require us to write and read a lot of papers, so I believe that it can practice our writing skill. And we have a lot of brilliant professors, so that able to help us to find new insights for our research topics. And if you find some difficulties doing your research, the library also provide research consultation with Dr. Elizabeth Summerfield or Dr. Lizzie as a scientific research and publication mentor. And more chance, you will gain some conferences, and we are allowed as a student to sit in other classes from faculties if you are interested in some courses. And the next one is, so since we are living in Depok, so I will share house life in Depok. In Depok, so our campus is kind of strategic area, I believe, because it's really on the roadside of Jalan Raya Bogor and near from the supermarket or traditional market, also hospital. So if you need something to buy or if you feeling sick, you don't need to worry. You just can go right away. And also we have a lot of really exquisite view, like the sunset and the sunrise. It really can release our stress from burden assignment. And yes, I believe that it's really kind of tricky life course, because it can be expensive or cheap, depends on how you spend your money. So there's the tips for me. You have to be smart to save your money, but this tips is not for the lazy, because if you are lazy, you can just order your food right away, because in here we have to cook. So we can share, doing cook together or shopping together with your team, with your roommate, with your friends, so it can saving your money more. And we have a lot of various places to go in here. If you are feeling bored in your dormitory, you can go to a mall or cafe in here. And yeah, there is a lot of, but if you don't have vehicles, no worries, because you can go with Grab or Gojek and so on. And this is the last but not least, I have some of documentation as a student in here. This is some of the facilities and also some of the events that we got in here. The first one is there is Kick and yeah, it I think it's maybe a week ago we got a Kick Andy Goes to Campus in here. There's also Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Bu Retno, and also there is Brownback. Brownback is a special event from Faculty of Social Sciences, and there is also public lecture, and there is also FOSS gathering, and there is this sports center. If you want to doing sport, you can go to sports center, and this is the bedroom and the library corner that really cozy and exquisite on every side. And yes, we will get a bicycle. As I said before, you can go bicycling with your friends and going to campus with the bicycle. And yes, I think that's all from me. Should you have question, feel free to ask. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Well, thank you so much, Chacha, for a very great experience you share with us at Triple IU. Well, we are going to open for the Q&A sessions. So if any one of you want to ask directly, just raise your hand in the raise hand button on your screen, or maybe you want to ask in the chat box. Well, I think in the chat box we have, well, yeah, Anas. Anas, you want to open your mic? Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. My voice is clearly. My voice, sorry. My voice is clearly.
Yes, yes, we can hear your voice. Please.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Anas Anwar Sirin. I have two questions. The first is about motivation letter. About the motivation letter, what is the minimum and maximum word limit for writing a motivation letter? And the second is about curriculum vitae. About the curriculum vitae, whether there are certain rules, for example, whether to use photos or not, and the maximum number of sheets. Because I read in the browser, I not found the uh, the yeah jadi itu Mas. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for Anas. Let me answer your question briefly. So first, and the goal of the CV is to show us your experiences, your education, and your competencies. So in that sense, we do not limit the length of pages you need to write your CV. The point is that on the CV should be able to show us that you are a good candidate for our program. But if if you put on your CV many information which are not relevant, that might punish yourself. So you should be careful, even though there is no limit in your CV, you should put on your CV the most important information. That from the CV. Regarding the statement of interest, again, the goal is to show us what you are, what your interest and the extent to which you will be able to implement what you say. So in this kind of paper, you should be very careful. It is different from CV. If there is no limit for CV, in writing your statement of interest, I believe more than 2 pages is too long for that. So I think writing 2 pages is long enough. If you're asking the minimum number, well, it depends on what your purpose. If you would like to satisfy the minimum number, but only provide very minimum information, actually it will be not good for yourself. So the best way I can tell you is provide the most relevant, the most information to make sure that the committee will think of you as a good candidate, but don't write too much. 2 pages will be good enough for it. Thank you.
And sorry, Mr. One question about the motivation letter.
Yes, the motivation letter, I think two pages will be good enough. More than that, I think it won't help you.
The maximum of what, maybe? Maximum of what? Word, jumlah kata.
Mas Jadi, how many words usually, Mas Jadi, for 2 pages? Maybe
2 pages is around 1,000 words
1,000 words.
or 800 words, yeah.
The sorry, and the CV, the format, berarti like seperti it's okay enough. Thank you so much.
you can use whatever format you have, but the point is the CV should convey relevant and good information about yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr.
You are welcome.
Yeah, we have also Sulaiman. Sulaiman, are you there? Yeah, please.
Yes, good morning. I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, I'm trying to ask about the motivation letter. So, how many pages standard motivation letter for consideration? If you want to be considered, so how many pages?
So, Sulaiman, the most important thing is not the length of the paper, not how many pages, but the message that you put in your motivation letter. That's the most important thing. But if you are wondering the length of the pages, as I said, 2 pages would be maximum for the motivation letter. More than 2, it doesn't help you much. Sorry, I cannot hear you.
So, I think we should be considered because it's about
Sorry, Sulaiman.
Sorry, Sulaiman, we cannot hear you. Maybe you can write your question then.
Yeah, Sulaiman, better you write your question in the chat box, yeah? We going to the chat box. Pak, we have question. Certificate and the statement of purpose. Is it eligible to write in Bahasa Indonesia, Pak?
Write what? Write thesis or what?
Propose the letter, a statement of purpose.
So and the language of instruction and the university is English. So the requirement is you should send your application documents in English too.
Okay, thank you, Pak. Well, from Willy Al-Hafizah, I'm interested in applying for full scholarship for the MPP in climate change. I'm planning to study while working, so could you please let me know if I'm still eligible for this scholarship or not, Pak?
I think that question has been answered.
Oh, has been answered.
Yeah. Both by Pak Siro and also by the Dean, Pak Philip.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pak Jayadi. Any other questions you want to ask again? I think is already here, Pak, from Linda. You, I want to ask about the major. So I was from Islamic Broadcasting and Communications. If I apply for this faculty, it's still linear to my previous major, Pak.
Well, we don't know exactly what your major is all about. But what we can say is this program is MA in political science. We have two subfields, comparative politics and international relations. So those coming from other discipline, they might choose certain issues that are relevant for their interest. For example, if you are from communication, for example, you can study the politics of communication, if that's what you would like to study, or if that's what you are concerned about. So in general, political science, comparative politics, international relations still give you a room to study specific things, but again, within the discipline, within the framework of political science.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pak Siro. Any other questions you want to ask here to the participant and attendees? Okay, Wildan, you want to open your mic?
Okay, thank you, Mas Ari. Here, I just want to ask about the information. How can I get the information about the timeline or the schedule of the submission? Thank you, Mas Ari.
Sorry, is it the schedule of submitting your application or?
Yes, Mr. Sirojudin Arif.
I think you can go to our website. If you look at your browser and type UIII and admissions, I think you will get the link to the admission, and you'll be able to download the brochure explaining the timeline of application.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Wildan. So another question from chat box. From Faniri, Pak. If I graduate from PhD this year, but I don't receive my master degree yet before the new academic year, is it possible to apply, Pak?
That question is a bit confusing.
Yeah, I think Faniri will be graduate this year, but he not yet to receive the master degree certificate, Pak.
So Faniri is going to apply for PhD or what?
Yes, yeah, PhD in Faculty of Social Science, Pak. Is it eligible?
I don't receive a degree certificate before. As long as you have the letter confirming that you have finished your master, but your certificate your official certificate is not with you yet, so I think I encourage you to just submit your application, and then once you get your certificate of the master degree, then you have to submit that certificate for the completion of your submission. So yes, just apply as long as you have the letter stating that you have finished your master degree.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Jayadi. Well, we have Ton Nguyen.
Hello,
Please. Yeah.
can I ask?
Uh,
Yes, sure.
yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Sorry. I have a problem in my referee details before. I already put my senior colleague's email address, but when I click submit, there's notification that told about that's not a right email address, but that I put is a right one. How to correct it, please?
So Mas Ari, do you know this is the technical things that
Yeah.
personally I don't exactly. So, but
Yeah.
the best thing I
Yeah, Pak. For Mbak Dwi, I think it's very technical issue that you face. So I encourage you to send to our admission committee for the challenges and the technical issue that you face to our admission email. Yeah.
So I think our admission email is admissions@uii.ac.id. So
Yeah,
I suggest if you face some technical problems, please send an email to the email address.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Can I get that email in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, another question. I think just now I see who raised their hand. Yeah,
Sorry, it
please.
was me. Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Tuan. I have a questions. Well, I would like to ask that since my research interest lied in the Indo-Pacific, the international relations part, and also I have much care in the Indo-Pacific. I also want to know more about the Indonesian foreign policy relating to the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific and the other countries, the Indo-Pacific, as well as I want to study about the influence of Indonesia within the ASEAN. So I would like to ask that, is there any professor or for example, like visiting lecturer or visiting professor in your faculty that can actually have the same interest with me or maybe some similar interest in this field? Thank you.
Pak Philip maybe can answer.
Hi, yeah, Nguyen, thank you for your interest. Where are you based?
I'm from Vietnam.
Oh, from Vietnam. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We do have some professors working on Indo-Pacific in general. And of course, ASEAN is one of our main focuses when it comes to Indonesia's role in ASEAN and Indonesia's foreign policy, as you might know as well. So you might take a look at our website of Faculty of Social Sciences. It's http soc.uii.ac.id. So you might want to browse names of our professors. And in general, I think your interests would be very much fit with our work. And Indonesia would be the right place for anybody to study in the Pacific, especially given the role of Indonesia and You will get access to ASEAN secretariats, ASEAN forums that many of them are conducted in Indonesia, in Jakarta, and so on. So I look forward to receiving your application.
Thank you. Actually, I applied in February.
Oh,
I
cool.
applied
All
long
right.
ago. But
All right.
I have a very small questions. But actually, during the time that I applied, I was participating in a research for the Vietnamese Ministry of Foreign Affairs on the issue of the Indo-Pacific. But I mainly participate and study the perspective of Japan, America, in India, and also from the perspective of China. So I don't really have much understanding about the perspective of ASEAN countries, except for Vietnam, because I'm from Vietnam. But
Sure.
during that period that I applied for your program, I was not allowed to put that into my CV that I was participating in the research for the ministry. But now I have gained the acceptance that they will provide a referee for me, and they will also allow me to put it into my CV. So can I ask that, can I update my CV because I have already applied previously? Can I have an update on that? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. You can update your CV, but use the email instead. Because I think I don't know whether our system allowed double submission. I don't think it will allow double submission, right, Pak Ari? So I think it's safer for you to send your updated CV through email. Now, if I may ask, so were you doing the research with the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam, that is under your Ministry of Foreign Affairs,
Oh,
or
yes.
it's a different?
Well, it's
All
a
right.
joint research between the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Policy Planning Department. So I can have my referee actually is the Deputy Director uh, of the Policy Planning Department of the MOFA, and also another referee from the Vice President, the former Vice President of the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam. But they are my
Right.
new referee. But now, since I have applied already, I have brought another referee, which is from my
Sure.
previous bachelor university.
Right. Yeah, I do have some personal connection with friends at the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam. So I look forward to receiving your application. Now, one thing is when you're talking about in the Pacific, most of the research has been done on the Pacific part, on China, Japan, Taiwan, and so on. While it is good and we continue to do research on that particular part, we also want to investigate the dynamics on the Indo part, that is the Indian Ocean part, given the fact that Indonesia and I believe in Vietnam as well are maritime countries. So we have yet to emphasize on the Indo region part, that is the Indian Ocean that connect us with many of these countries across Indian Ocean as well. So you might get additional, I think, exposure for areas beyond the South China Sea, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, and so on the Pacific part. But you might venture as well to, I would encourage you as well to venture on this under research area. Not many research has been done on the Indo part, right? Mostly on the Pacific part, for obvious reason because China is there, but on the Indian Ocean, India is growing, Indonesia as well. So it might, I think, be one interesting research topic as well to pursue.
Thank you for your answer a lot. It's really a pleasure. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, any one of you want to ask again? No one? Well, if no one, I will end this the Q&A sessions. Well, before we end our session today, I got the information for those who are interested in our MPP, Master in Public Policy, specialized in climate change. So don't worry about that because we will arrange another session special for this program. So please keep updating in our social media for the next the MPP info sessions. So I just want to remind you that our admission is still open for both self-funding and the fully funded scholarship ones. So do not forget that our last submission for your application closed by May 3rd, 2024 this year. And please don't be late to submit your application and prepare your best application to us. And I do wish you all the best and good luck in your application process. And if you have any questions or maybe technical issues or maybe you don't understand something regarding for your applications, please do not hesitate to reach out to us by email to our admissions email or maybe directly to our social media. And also many thanks to Pak Siro, Pak Jayadi, Pak Philips, also Sarah and Chacha. Thank you so much for having us here and also all the participants and attendees. Thank you so much for your time and hopefully we can see you here as our student at IIIU. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mas. Pak.
Thank you.